What's up? It's your boy Fast checking in with you with another one. Hit that like and comment button and subscribe to your boy because I see y'all watching my videos and stuff like that, but ain't nobody really subscribing. So hit that subscribe button so we can keep everything moving. Getting on that bus could be emotional and a mental challenge because everything that everybody told you about prison, you about to witness it, saying with your eyes for the first time and see how everything goes down and what you signed up for when you committed your crime. So you up about 4 in the morning, and when the guard come to your door, he have you to read off your badge to make sure that you the right inmate. Then they let you out your room. Boom, everybody walk downstairs to A&D or wherever they transporting you from. You walk down to that area, and when you get down there, they have everybody strip search first. And then after they strip search you, make you put on your orange jumpsuit. And then after that, you put on your orange jumpsuit, you go line up against the wall, and then they put the handcuffs on your feet first, and then they come up, and then they shackle your hands and stuff like that. And all that stuff, once they start doing that, you get to start thinking, damn, what the fuck is about to go on? You really get to thinking about, what you did. This shit's really about to go on. So then after they get you handcuffed, they run you outside, everybody get on the bus. And when you get on the bus, I mean, them seats is hard as a motherfucker, shit, uncomfortable. You got to think about how you gonna sleep if the bus ride is gonna be long. Most people, really can't sleep. You can't use the bathroom or anything like that because the bathroom's probably in the back. They broke, the toilets is broke and stuff like that, so the bus be funky. So, like I said, when you get on that bus, everything kind of changed for you. You get to thinking about, your whole life right there. Because once you get on that bus, things get to changing for you. So then the first thing they're going to do is they're going to pass out the sack lunches, for the breakfast. It might be a juice, a peanut butter sandwich, and some type of fruit or something like that. It ain't going to be nothing real major like they do in the regular chow hall. It's just going to be something simple just for the ride. And then after that, they're going to read off everybody's name to make sure that everybody's on the bus. And then the bus will take off. And when the bus takes off, everybody, you can hear all the chains and stuff rattling, and people get to talking about where they going and stuff like that. Some people might go on to max, some go on to medium, some go on to minimum. It just depends on, like I said, whatever crime that you committed when they send you off. So when you get on the bus, you got people talking all type of crazy shit, making everybody nervous up in there because some people might be talking about they gonna take your manhood. Some people might be talking about they gonna beat your ass. Some people might be talking about, extorting people. I mean, it could be all type of shit that they're talking about, but they do that, to get the newcomers on the bus kind of nervous. And it was this dude named Randy. Now, Randy was this white dude, and I only knew him because, like I said, when they got on the bus, they start telling you their names and stuff. So they used to get, like, basically giving a roll call on people that was on the bus. So that's how I knew him. I mean, Randy was a white dude. He was kind of short. I mean, you can tell that he was kind of nervous because the way that he was looking and all the questions that he kept asking people while they was on the bus, like, what they gonna do when I get to this penitentiary? How's it gonna be when I get here? How's it gonna be when I do this? How's it gonna be? Basically, he was just asking them questions about the penitentiary, and you can tell that he was kind of nervous because of the way that he was basically talking, you know. And this one guy, I always was messing with him, telling him, like, girl, give me that. Girl, give me that. He kept telling dude that, and I'm like, damn, man, what? I'm laughing like a motherfucker, because he telling Randy, girl, give me that. I'm like, shit, why he telling that man that? But basically he was just hyping dude up and making him kind of nervous. So when he go wherever he's going, he gonna be kind of nervous. But yeah, Randy was looking kind of, like I said, he was looking kind of shocked about all this because this is his first time going. I mean, it was like probably my second time going, so I kind of already knew what was going on, but I wasn't really worried about nothing like that. But with my first time, yeah, I was kind of nervous because I didn't know what was going to go on when I got there. So when I finally did get there, when it was my first time, shit, when I seen the walls and stuff like that, shit, and then when we come in there, there's no place like home, you know what I'm saying, like a Kansas thing, it ain't no place like home when you get there. So I was like, shit, I was kind of nervous, but like I said, Randy, he was feeling himself, he was feeling all the shit they was talking. He was feed right into it, getting real nervous and stuff like that. So, like I said, they was hyping old boy up, and you can tell, like I said, he was getting all nervous because the things that they were saying to him. But I was just looking at him, hoping that he didn't feed into it. All he had to do was just, be himself and don't worry about, whatever somebody else is saying. Just be yourself while you up in there. You ain't got to feed into how people, are talking and what they say. Just because they saying don't drop the soap, and they're going to take your manhood, and they're going to try to extort you, and don't get involved in gangs and stuff like that, doesn't necessarily mean that you have to feed into that stuff. You just have to find, your path, and make sure that you stay on your path, and make sure that you don't feed into none of that negative shit, because once you feed into it, now you caught up in it. And then here it is now, when you get to the institution, now you real nervous because of what somebody else said. So, like I said, you don't want to get yourself involved in stuff like that. But yeah, when Randy got to his institution, he didn't even want to get out the bus. The guards had to go up on it, pick him up. They had to basically carry him off the bus because the man didn't want to get off the bus at all. He was so scared to where he didn't even want to do nothing. All he wanted to do was sit in that seat. But you can't do nothing like that. You got to get your ass up off that motherfucking bus and go do your time. You signed up for this, so this is what you got to, make sure that you go do. If you signed up, you did a crime or whatever, then that's what you got to go do your time. You can't be sitting up on the bus and being all nervous. Like I said, they rushed him off the bus, got him off the bus, took him into his little facility or whatever. And I ain't never seen him since. I went to my facility and didn't even think about him because shit, I had to think about myself. But yeah, when you go to the penitentiary, you get involved in stuff like that. At one point in time, you might get nervous, and people might look at you kind of funny because of things that you're saying to them. When you get on that bus, you don't want to look nervous or act nervous because people feed into that stuff and they try to manipulate you to where you make sure that when you get to wherever you're going, you're going to be scared and you could get extorted or anything could happen, So like I said, you got to be real careful when you get on that bus. You make sure that you ain't feeding into none of that old bullshit. Matter of fact, you don't even want to go to the penitentiary and then even get on that bus at all, because once you get on that bus, you got to do your time. Ain't no turning around on none of that stuff like that. You got to make sure that you stay on point with everything, because most people, when they get on that bus, they think that they the shit. But when they get to where they going, they realize they ain't the shit, because it's a whole new different era once you get in behind the walls or behind that gate or however they put you, So you got to be real careful when it comes to certain stuff like that. You don't even want to go to the penitentiary to get yourself involved in things like that, because once you get in there, like I said, there ain't no turning back. And once you get on that bus, there ain't no turning back. All that stuff, you can't change once that stuff start happening. You got to really find yourself in a situation to where you got to be strong 24/7. Because once you strong and you know that ain't nothing gonna happen to you, you're gonna be real peaceful when it comes to certain stuff like that. You ain't gonna be worrying about how things is up in there or how people gonna be treating you. You already know. So like I said, it's a hard situation when you get on that bus, because sometimes some people get nervous, some people don't. I mean, I'm pretty sure Randy didn't think that all that stuff was going to happen to him, and he was going to be that nervous once somebody started fucking with him and start talking shit, making him more nervous. I mean, that's what people do when they go in there. They try to drive you to make sure that you do your time uncomfortable, because they miserable themselves. So therefore they're going to try to make it to where you miserable as well. So like I said, when you get on that bus, things change, from 100%. It changes 100. So you got to ask yourself, do you really want to go to the penitentiary? Because you don't really want to go. I mean, even get on that bus to even experience whatever all the other people experience, you don't want to experience none of that stuff. You don't want nobody talking shit on you. You don't want nobody trying to downgrade you or make you feel uncomfortable about anything. But most people, when they get up in there, like I said, they think they the shit and stuff like that until once they get to where they going and then something bad happened to them. But yeah, you don't want to go to the penitentiary at all. You want to make sure that you stay on point with your own life and make sure that you don't get yourself involved in dangerous situations at all, like getting on that bus. Because getting on that bus, even though you locked up, you got your handcuffs on you, you still feel the tension of all the other inmates up in there. So Like I said, this your boy Fats checking in with you with another one. Y'all stay up and y'all be peaceful. Hit that like and comment button and make sure y'all subscribe if y'all watching my videos. You know what I'm saying? Quit playing with me and make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all stay up.